Sacrifice comfort, build wealth. Listen, lean in. Let this truth settle in your bones like an unshakable vow. Most people will never taste real wealth because they refuse to pay the price. They cradle comfort like a newborn child, protect it from harm, feed it excuses, rock it to sleep every night, whispering lies that sound like lullabies. It's okay. You're doing enough. Don't risk, don't reach, don't suffer. But you were not born to worship comfort. You were not meant for small games and timid dreams. You were forged to build, to sacrifice, to transcend. Wealth is not money alone. Wealth is freedom, power, impact, the ability to shape your world. It is the quiet certainty in your heart that no one owns you. No one feeds you but yourself. But wealth demands blood, sweat, a mind honed like steel, a will that does not yield. You want wealth? Then you must sacrifice what others cling to, like life rafts on the open sea. Do you hear that? That's your comfort screaming as it dies. And so it must, because comfort is the silent killer of ambition. It is the warm bed that keeps you from waking early to study. It is the easy night out that steals the hours you should invest. It is the voice that says, rest, you've done enough, when you know in your soul you have barely begun. Think of Carnegie, who worked 12-hour shifts as a bobbin boy before he built an empire of steel. Think of Edison, who failed 1,000 times and smiled at every failure like it was his teacher. Think of Lincoln, defeated in elections, ridiculed, broken by loss, yet who carried a nation on his shoulders. These men did not cuddle comfort. They strangled it. They chose sacrifice as their path, because they understood a fundamental law of this universe. You cannot have comfort and greatness at the same time. You cannot have ease and impact. You must choose. You will build your wealth the same way a blacksmith forges a blade. In heat, in noise, in sweat, in scars. Strike again and again and again until the steel of your mind is unbreakable. You will sacrifice your time while others sleep. You will study. While others spend, you will invest. While others complain, you will plan. While others watch, you will act. This is the cost, and you must be willing to pay it in full. You want clarity? Then cut away distraction. Turn off the noise, the social feeds, the endless chatter of people who are going nowhere. Sit in silence. Listen to that voice within you that knows exactly what you should be doing. You want discipline? Then break yourself against routine. Wake up early. Work when you don't want to. Train when you're exhausted. Show up every single day. You want resilience? Then embrace failure as your ally. Let it teach you, harden you, expose your weaknesses so you may strengthen them. Wealth is not won by chance. It is built deliberately, brick by brick, and the first brick is the destruction of your comfort. Because comfort will lie to you. It will tell you that safety is better than risk, that average is good enough, that wealth is for others. But those are words for the weak, not for you, not anymore. Your wealth begins the moment you decide to sacrifice comfort and do what is necessary, not what is easy, not what is popular, not what is safe, what is necessary. Close your eyes, see your vision, not the watered-down version you've been told to settle for, the real one. The one that terrifies you, because it is so big. Hold it in your mind until it burns there. That is your North Star, and you will pursue it without apology. People will call you obsessed. Let them. They will say you've changed. Good. They will mock your discipline. Smile, because they are watching from the stands while you are playing the game. No one remembers the comfortable. No statues are built for the cautious. No legacies are written for the meek. Understand this. Wealth rewards those who endure discomfort, who invest now so they can harvest later, who delay pleasure to build power. It is not enough to want wealth. You must become the person who deserves it, the person who has paid for it in full. That price, your laziness, your distractions, your endless excuses, your fragile ego, your need for approval, burn them all, so that something stronger may rise in their place. Because this world will test you. It will throw failure in your face. It will betray you, abandon you, hurt you, and comfort will whisper, give up. But you will not. You will tighten your jaw, Wipe the blood from your mouth and stand up again, because you have decided. You have chosen sacrifice. You have chosen wealth. You have chosen to build, and builders do not complain about how hard it is. They expect it to be hard. They welcome it, because they know the hardness is what makes them worthy of the reward. Now breathe. Feel that fire ignite in your gut. That is your potential waking up. That is your old self dying. You are not like them. You will not settle. You will not quit. You will not trade your destiny for comfort. This is your promise. I will do what others will not, so I may live as others cannot. You will sacrifice comfort. You will build wealth, and in doing so, you will earn your freedom, because that is what this is about. Freedom, not just financial, but spiritual. The freedom to be who you truly are, to give, to lead, to create, to leave a mark that endures long after you are gone. And that freedom must be built. So today, make your decision. Burn your ships. There is no going back. You will sacrifice comfort, and you will build wealth, because you were born for this, because you demand it of yourself, because the world needs what you can create. Now go, begin, and do not stop. Listen closely now, because this is where most will fail. They will nod at these words. Feel that brief flicker of fire, and then return to sleep. They will tell themselves tomorrow, next week, when I'm ready. But wealth does not wait for your readiness. Opportunity does not knock politely forever. It breaks down the doors of the prepared, and it ignores the homes of the hesitant. You must act now. You must become the person who does not hesitate, who does not need perfect conditions, who moves despite fear, despite doubt, despite imperfection, because fear will always be there. It is the shadow cast by your ambition, but you cannot banish it. You walk with it. You master it. You look it in the eye and say, "You will not stop me." Understand this. Fear is a sign you're aiming high enough. It is proof that you are leaving the realm of the ordinary. Embrace it, and then turn your focus to your vision. What do you want to build? This is not the time to be small. This is not the place for polite goals that keep others comfortable. Name it, claim it, see it in detail. So vivid it feels inevitable, because the world bends for those with vision. It yields to those who know exactly where they are going, not eventually. Now, this is your map, your lighthouse in the fog. When things get hard, and it will remind you why you chose this path. Because let me promise you this, there will be days when you question everything, when you fail publicly, when you are humiliated, broke, exhausted, when you wonder if it would have been easier to just be normal. But you didn't come here for normal. You came here to build wealth, to shape your reality, to escape the prison of dependency and obedience. And that freedom is purchased with your suffering, not meaningless suffering, chosen suffering, sacrifice with purpose, pain with a payoff. You will cut away the excess, your time wasted on gossip, drama, meaningless entertainment, your money squandered on things that impress no one of value, your energy given to people who do not deserve it. Replace them with investment in yourself, in your craft, in your future. Think of Rockefeller, so obsessed with controlling costs that he measured every drop of solder in an oil barrel. Think of Disney, fired for lack of imagination before he built an empire on dreams. Think of Ford, who said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." These were men who decided, who lived with absolute conviction, who refused to be comfortable with mediocrity. Ask yourself right now, can you say the same? Can you look at your reflection and know you have given everything you have, that you have squeezed every drop of potential from this life? Or have you been soft? Have you compromised? Have you delayed your dreams until they withered on the vine? Because there is still time, if you choose now. This is not about working endlessly for its own sake. It is about building the machine of your freedom. The systems, habits, assets, skills, networks that generate wealth while you sleep. So you can choose your life, so you can give without counting the cost, so you can raise your children without begging a boss for permission, so you can leave this world better than you found it. But none of it is free. Nothing of value ever is. You will pay with discipline. Wake before dawn. Plan your day with ruthless precision. Execute without mercy on your lesser impulses. Master the dull, repetitive, unglamorous work, because that is what builds empires. You will pay with humility. You will seek mentors who expose your ignorance. You will listen more than you speak. You will read books older than you, filled with wisdom you cannot invent alone. You will pay with courage. You will take risks that terrify you. Invest when you're not certain. Speak when your voice shakes. Lead when you don't feel ready. And you will pay with patience. You will plant seeds that do not sprout in a week. You will endure seasons of drought. You will keep going when the world forgets you, because wealth rewards those who wait longest without losing faith. This is the mindset that separates the wealthy from the broke, the free from the chained, the remembered from the forgotten. You see, sacrifice is not loss, it is exchange. You give up comfort now so you can have abundance later. You surrender ease today so you can move through tomorrow without fear. This is the oldest deal in human history. The farmer who sows in spring, works in summer, harvests in autumn, rests in winter. The warrior who trains for years for a single moment of glory. The builder who toils in obscurity, so one day the world will stand in awe of what he created. So too will you trade your sleep, your pride, your excuses, your comfort, and in return, wealth, freedom, impact, legacy. But you must decide. No one will do this for you. No mentor can give you your discipline. No coach can hand you your resilience. No book can read itself for you. No job can secure you forever. You are the architect. You are the builder. You are the warrior. You are the farmer. This is your land, your time, your life. Do not waste it. Do not bury your gifts in the soil of comfort. Do not die with your potential unspent. Do not leave this world wondering what might have been if you had only tried. Because one day, you will face yourself in silence. There will be no crowd, no applause, no excuses, just you. And you will answer one question. Did I build what I was meant to build? Let that question burn in you. Let it drive you. Let it keep you awake while the world sleeps. Because you have work to do. You have wealth to build. You have a legacy to forge. Sacrifice comfort. Build wealth. Because you can. Because you must. Because nothing else will satisfy you. Breathe. Feel that weight. The responsibility. Good. That is exactly what you need. Because this burden is your gift. Most will run from it. They will convince themselves that to be free is to have no obligations. But that is a child's dream. Real freedom demands responsibility. And responsibility is heavy. It crushes the unprepared. It humbles the arrogant. But it builds the worthy. When you choose to build wealth, you are choosing to carry that weight. You are saying, I will not be another mouth to feed. I will feed others. I will not depend on scraps from another's table. I will build the table. I will not fear crisis. I will be the shelter in the storm. This is what it means to be a builder. This is what it means to sacrifice comfort. Look around you. Look at how most people live. They are comfortable enough to survive, but too comfortable to thrive. They stay in jobs they hate because the paycheck arrives on schedule. They dull their minds with endless entertainment so they don't have to face their unrealized dreams. They trade time for money until they die, never questioning if there is another way. But you, if you are listening, truly listening, know there is another way. Wealth is built by those who refuse to be sedated by comfort. It is built by those who reject the lie that says, you can have it all without paying the price. You cannot. You will not. And that is good. Because in the struggle is where you become someone worthy of what you seek. You see, wealth is a test. It asks, can you control your impulses? Can you delay gratification? Can you think long-term in a world addicted to immediacy? Can you endure being misunderstood, mocked, doubted? Can you keep your faith when you have no proof but your vision? These are the questions that separate the wealthy from the broke, and every day is an answer. Every choice you make is a vote for who you will become. You think you want wealth? Look at your calendar. Look at your bank statement. Look at your habits. They will tell you if you truly want it, or if you just want to want it. Because wanting is easy. Everyone wants, but few will pay. Those who pay transform, and that transformation is uncomfortable. It requires you to destroy who you are, so you can become who you must be. It is death and rebirth, over and over again. Let the old version of you die. The one who settles, who complains, who hides behind excuses. Bury it, mourn it if you must, but leave it behind, because wealth is waiting for the one who will work, not just busy work, but strategic, focused, relentless work, work that compounds over years. The seed you plant today will not feed you tomorrow, but 10 years from now it might feed a generation. So be patient, be methodical, be relentless. Plan your wealth like an engineer designs a bridge. Every joint, every rivet, every calculation. Do not guess, do not hope. No, understand your cash flow. Know where every dollar goes. Control your expenses. Invest the difference. Buy assets. Avoid liabilities. Build systems that pay you whether you work or not. And above all, invest in yourself, because you are the asset that appreciates most, if tended with care. Learn constantly. Read what others will not. Study the masters. Seek feedback that cuts your ego to ribbons. Adapt faster than your environment changes. Because wealth does not reward the strongest or the smartest. It rewards the most adaptable. Your industry will change. Your skills will become obsolete. Your competitors will rise. The market will crash. And you will have two choices: evolve or die. Comfort will beg you to cling to what you know. It will say, stay here, it's safe. But safety is an illusion. The world owes you nothing. It will devour the complacent without remorse. So you will move, you will pivot, you will outlearn, you will outwork, you will outlast, because you chose sacrifice over comfort. And what is sacrifice really? It is simply trading what you want now for what you want most. Comfort wants now, wealth wants most. It is refusing the meal today so you can feast tomorrow. It is saying no to the party so you can say yes to the opportunity. It is staying home to study while others wander the streets of mediocrity. It is investing the dollar instead of spending it on something that will rot or rust or fade. But do not mistake sacrifice for misery. This is not punishment. It is purpose. It is the disciplined path that leads to joy beyond imagination. To freedom so complete you will wonder how you ever lived without it. To impact so profound it echoes long after you are gone. This is the deal. This is the cost. This is the gift. Because when you have sacrificed comfort and built wealth, you will find you are no longer a slave to anyone. Not to your boss, not to the economy, not to the opinions of strangers, not even to fear itself. You will live on your terms. You will give freely because you have abundance. You will lead because you know the way. You will teach because you have walked the path, and the world will be better for your courage. So listen again, and let this truth sear itself into your mind. You cannot have comfort and wealth at the same time. You must choose. And every day, in every choice, you are choosing. Choose sacrifice. Choose discipline. Choose vision. Choose wealth. Choose to build what others only dream of. Because in the end, wealth is not about what you have. It is about who you become. And you will become the builder, the one who paid the price, the one who carried the weight, the one who earned the freedom. Sacrifice comfort. Build wealth. This is your mission. This is your destiny. And now, take a deep breath. Feel your chest rise and fall with purpose. This is no idle promise you make to yourself. This is an oath. Because once you choose to sacrifice comfort, you will notice something strange. The world will resist you. It will test you, push you, mock you. It will tempt you with easier paths, safer options, smaller dreams. You'll see friends who never tried laugh at your ambition. You'll hear family tell you to be realistic. You'll feel alone, because you are alone on this path, at first. But understand this. This loneliness is a sign you're moving in the right direction. Most people will never understand. They can't. Their whole life is built around avoiding the discomfort you're willing to face head-on. You will work late when others clock out. You will invest while they spend. You will learn while they gossip. You will plan while they dream without action. And this is good, Because discomfort is the forge of transformation. It will mold you, refine you, break off what is weak, expose what is true. Wealth is not given to the lucky. It is revealed to the disciplined, the patient, the obsessed. Obsession. There's a word they will use like an insult. Let them. The world is built by the obsessed, by those who cannot not do the work, who lie awake at night thinking about systems, deals, investments, strategy. This is not disease. This is purpose. This is calling. Do not apologize for wanting more, for wanting all of it. Freedom, impact, legacy. Because you are not stealing from anyone. When you build wealth, you are creating value. You are solving problems. You are lifting others through your example, your leadership, your investments. Let small minds whine about fairness. You will build, you will employ, you will give, and all of it comes at the cost of your comfort. So accept the cost joyfully. Wake up before dawn, because your dreams deserve that respect. Study until your eyes ache, because ignorance is expensive. Work the second job. Start the side business. Save every spare dollar, because you refuse to stay trapped. While they watch shows, you will watch markets. While they chase status symbols, you will buy assets. While they live for the weekend, you will live for the mission. This is the difference, and it will not be obvious at first. At first it will feel like punishment. You will see no reward. You will watch others celebrate while you sacrifice. You will question if it's worth it, but the reward comes later, always later, because the world cannot reward you for what you intend to do. It only rewards what you actually do. Show up, do the work, repeat, again and again until the results are so undeniable no one can ignore you. And then you will understand why you had to pay the price, why the universe demanded your discomfort, because it made you ready to handle the wealth without being destroyed by it. Wealth has ruined many who never built themselves first. Lottery winners bankrupt in 5 years, heirs who squander empires in a generation, athletes and artists broke despite fortunes, because money amplifies who you are. If you are disciplined, it gives you power. If you are weak, it exposes and accelerates your ruin. So this sacrifice is not just about getting wealth, it's about becoming wealth. A person of such value that money naturally follows. A mind so sharp that opportunity seeks it out. A spirit so resilient that failure cannot break it. Ask yourself now, honestly, brutally, are you ready to pay that price? Not once but every day. To let go of comfort so you can hold greatness. To let go of being liked so you can lead. To let go of pleasure so you can pursue purpose. Because this is the dividing line. This is the test most will fail. But not you. You wouldn't still be here if you were one of them. You wouldn't be listening to these words if some part of you wasn't hungry for this truth. So feed that hunger. Let it become your drive. Let it shape your days, your nights, your choices. You have to want it more than you want sleep, more than you want validation, more than you want comfort, because the world is not short of wealth. It is short of people willing to deserve it. Be one of the few, the rare, the unbreakable. Invest in yourself until you are undeniable. Sacrifice until you are unstoppable. Build until you are unrecognizable. And know this, the sacrifice never truly ends. Because once you achieve one level of wealth, you will see new levels, new visions, new responsibilities, new discomforts to endure. This is the beautiful trap of growth. It never lets you settle, but that is how it should be. Because comfort is the death of progress, and you are not here to die quietly. You are here to build, to lead, to create, to change your bloodline forever. One day, someone will look at you and see proof that it can be done, that it's possible to break the cycle. That sacrifice leads to freedom. You will be their reason to try. So carry that weight, not as a burden, but as an honor, because you were strong enough to choose it when others ran. This is your path, your test, your gift. Sacrifice comfort. Build wealth. Do it relentlessly. Do it unapologetically. Do it until you cannot be ignored, because you deserve the life you are willing to build. And listen, truly listen to this next truth. Wealth will demand you change your relationship with time, because time is your only real currency. Money is just a way to store and move it. The poor spend time to save money. The wealthy spend money to save time. And the truly wealthy invest time to create more of both. You will learn to guard your hours like treasure, to say no to anything that does not move you closer to your vision, to refuse obligations that drain you, meetings that waste you, people who slow you, because every yes is a no to something else. Every minute given to distraction is stolen from your destiny. You will schedule your days with intention. You will plan your weeks with precision. You will review your months with ruthless honesty. What worked, what didn't, what must change. This discipline will set you apart, because most people drift. They are passengers in their own life. They wake without purpose, work without strategy, and die without legacy. But not you. You will command your time. You will use it to learn, to build, to connect, to invest. Because time is the seed from which wealth grows, and in the same breath, you must also master patience. These two seem opposites, but they are partners. Urgency in your action, patience in your expectation. You will act today like it is your last day, but you will plan like you will live forever. You will understand that true wealth compounds, and compounding cannot be rushed. Think of the farmer who sows today knowing the harvest is months away. He cannot scream at the seeds to grow faster. He waters, he weeds, he waits. So too with your wealth. Invest early, invest often, in assets, in people, in yourself. Do not seek the quick win that dies in the sun. Build the oak that stands for centuries. This will test you, because we live in a world of immediacy. Instant gratification is the drug of the masses. They want to get rich quick, not get rich for sure. You must reject that. You must be immune to hype, resistant to scams, deaf to the siren call of easy money, because there is no easy money, only easy traps, only easy regret. You will choose the hard money, the earned money, the money that respects you because you respected the process, and you will respect risk. You will not fear it, because wealth belongs to those who understand risk. Manage it, embrace it. You will risk failure. You will risk looking foolish. You will risk your comfort, because there is no reward without it. But you will not risk recklessly. You will study, plan, test, adapt, risk intelligently, because that is the difference between gambling and investing. The gambler relies on hope. The investor relies on knowledge, and you will be the investor in all things. Your money, your time, your energy, your reputation. You will place your bets on yourself again and again until there is no doubt, because you know that no market crash, no recession, no betrayal can ever take from you what you become in this process. Skills can be relearned, connections rebuilt, assets replaced, but who you are is forever. That is why the sacrifice is worth it, because you don't just build wealth, you build yourself into the kind of person who will always be wealthy, no matter the circumstances. And this mindset will infect everything you touch. Your family will see it. Your children will inherit it. Your community will benefit from it. Because wealth is not selfish, it is service. The greatest builders built not for themselves, but for others. They solved problems, created jobs, improved lives, left legacies. Think of Carnegie funding libraries across the nation, Ford revolutionizing manufacturing so ordinary people could own cars, Rockefeller curing diseases with his philanthropic foundations. These men did not hoard, they multiplied. They left the world better. You will do the same, but first you must earn the right. You cannot save the world if you can't save yourself. You cannot lead others if you can't lead yourself. You cannot give what you do not have. So build your foundation with discipline, with sacrifice, with patience, with obsession. Let your habits become sacred, your word become law, your time become priceless. You will speak less and do more. You will listen more and react less. You will work in silence and let your results speak. This is how wealth is built, quietly, methodically, relentlessly, until one day it seems to others like it happened overnight. But you will know the truth. You will remember the nights you worked while others slept, the years you invested while others consumed, the tears you shed when no one was watching, the doubts you silenced in your own mind, and you will smile, because you will know you earned it. There is no greater feeling No sweeter victory than knowing you paid the price in full. Sacrifice comfort, build wealth, not just for you, but for everyone who will follow in your footsteps, for everyone who will be inspired by your courage, for everyone who will live better because you chose this path. Because this is not just about money. It never was. This is about freedom, about agency, about living on your terms. This is about building a life you do not need to escape from, about creating choices where others see none, about standing in front of your family one day and saying, "We are free, and it was worth it." So remember this vow. Repeat it until it becomes your truth. I will sacrifice comfort. I will build wealth. I will earn my freedom. I will become the person my destiny demands. No one will stop you, except you. So get out of your own way. Begin now, without hesitation, without apology, without end, because the mission is too important and your time is too precious. Sacrifice comfort, build wealth, change everything.